Okay, I think we're live here, so hopefully everything's working. Okay. There, I think it's working, so. Alright, good morning everyone. Hope everyone's doing okay today. I think we're live here, so hopefully everything's working. Okay. Turn down. There, I think it's working, so. Alright, good morning everyone. Hope everyone's doing okay. Okay, I'd cut the volume there. Been a while since I've gone live here, but we've got a concerning situation here as the Hurricane Melissa now is currently at the moment making landfall in Cuba. And looks like it's making landfall as a Category 3 hurricane. Zoom out here a little bit. So then it will weaken some as it crosses the island, but pretty crazy situation there for people of Cuba. So a Category 3 hurricane has winds of 111 miles per hour up to 129 miles per hour. Let's go to the here's a look at the projected path and the wind speeds. This is tropical storm force wind speed probabilities. Looks like it's going to hit Cuba pretty strong and then continue on as it tracks northeast, and having trouble reading that, but number of islands in that area, very concerning situation here. Back over to our radar, so it looks like it's coming in. See if I can pronounce some of these. I can pronounce Mela. Tracking straight up into here. Looks like it's still in a bay. Let's see if we have a map of Cuba. Yeah, it's coming right up into this bay area here. There's Cuba, so where is it? Over here. Guantanamo, here's where it's coming in. Let's move back to this. Paula Sorrento. Let's see if we can find that. Trying to line this up with what we're seeing on Google Maps here. There's Guantanamo. Let's go back to our hurricane map here and see. Zoom out a little bit. It's Guantanamo. Santiago. Here we go. Del. So this is where it's impacting the most. We'll switch back over to this for a moment. So it's coming in right in this area here. Very large, looks like a very large city right here is being impacted by it at the moment. And does Google Maps have hurricane on here? It doesn't at the moment, but this is a very large city. Let's see. Zoom in on that. It's coming right into this area right in here. Okay. There's the city that it's. See if I can line this up a little bit better. This map doesn't even have. There's Guantanamo. If it's coming in somewhat confusing, but anyway, here's the city of Santiago de Cuba. Santiago. Large city. How close is it to that? It's kind of hard to tell on this map. So that would be here. So it would be getting hit, definitely impacted with very strong winds at the moment. And the storm surge would be coming right up into here. So it's actually a little bit, the eye of it's a little bit to the west. There we go. So here's the city. So it's actually coming up into where the eye is. Maybe the most intense would be somewhere around St. Louis. Very close, right? Let's see if we can go back to this for a minute. Not the easiest to match up on Google Maps, but seems to be tracking right up through here on your map. Hopefully any of this is making sense to you right now, but definitely coming in as a category 3 with wind speeds of 111 to 129 miles per hour. Let's see what we got going in the chat. So How we doing, guys? Let's see. We got Spooky Chloe in, and Bud. It's about Juan. Yeah, down to a Category 3 hurricane still. 111 miles per hour winds to 129. That's extremely strong. Just checking out the chat. It's been a while since I've used this. There we go. So now I'm coming in with the right. Hey Ray, good morning. How are you? Been a long time since I've been on this channel and in this little studio here, so getting a feel for things again, but going to try to get back in here a little more often. So let's pull this up, back up here. Here is the track for today. So we can be very thankful, at least here in the U.S., that this did not make its way over into Florida. Let's go ahead and get back over. Let me look at the maps here again. And transition to that. Let's see. Looks like it's going to impact these islands here. It's going to track through Cuba and work through these Antilles islands. I'm not very familiar at all with these places. That looks like it would be a very beautiful place to take a vacation, but it's going to be stirred up quite a bit by this hurricane because it looks like it's going to track right up through here. Here's the track. So as you can see, the eye has collapsed to a degree. It's not as defined as it was. So let's see if we can. Let's see if we can go. Let's go back 50 frames. There we go. Here's where it was offshore. Coming out of Jamaica. Alright, now I can back it up. Right in here, there was still a very strong eye wall. Defined eye for sure as it came out of Jamaica. Now it's crashing on land into Cuba. Let's change the frames back. Let's go back 200 and see the path of this. Okay, so this is what it looked like as it came to Jamaica, and it really hit the western side quite a bit, which caused this thing to jog quite a bit to the east. Interesting how it was tracking pretty steady northeast, but then it hits land in Jamaica, plows through Jamaica, and re-strengthens once it gets back into open water, and then it comes crashing into Cuba. I haven't heard any Cactus is in. Good morning to you. Jasper is in as well. Cactus has some coffee. Good deal. I got some too. Matter of fact, you just reminded me I need to go step out and grab a cup here. Let me set this a little bit differently. Go ahead and zoom out. So, have not heard or seen anything yet, have not been up early enough to check it out, what the impacts of Jamaica. I'm sure daylight's coming on there now. Can't imagine. So Savannah, Lamar was impacted. All right, trying to get this thing to this whole area. Montego Bay. What else do we have here in Jamaica? Dallaston, Betheltown. This whole area is definitely going to need some help and some relief, because this thing just hammered its way through Jamaica. There were some storm chasers here on the island. I think Bryce Shelton was there, and Jeff Petrowski was there. They weren't anywhere near the, they weren't near the Jeff Petrowski was somewhat near, but not near the super intense winds. That would be just too dangerous, and hopefully the western part of the island just evacuated the place altogether. Let's see if I pull this up here. So I'm going to step out for a moment and get a little more coffee here. Be right back. Right, I'll go look at it then. That's a good idea. Okay. Okay, back in here. Do you think this is going to be the last hurricane of the season? Boy, I don't know. I don't know, but I'm beginning to wonder. So far, the U.S. has not had a hurricane hit land, so we've been pretty blessed that way. So not much of a hurricane situation, but I don't think it's over. I think you can get hurricanes in November, so we will. Not put our guard down, but keep looking into it. So I'm going to take a quick look to see if we've got reports from Jamaica. Let's see what's. Sounds like the reports were pretty catastrophic. I'll make sure I got my radar set right here before I coming through Jamaica, making its way up here to Santiago de Cuba. I'm probably not pronouncing any of this correctly, but let's see. Apparently the hurricane made landfall about midday yesterday, with winds reaching 185 miles per hour, and torrential rains that knocked out power lines, cut off the internet, demolished buildings. So unfortunately the death toll and extent of damage are still unknown. So that's one report. Let's see. definitely been declared a disaster. Yeah, it's going to be. So with winds of 180 miles, 185 mile an hour winds, I mean, it's, let's go with so an EF4 tornado has winds between 166 and 200 miles an hour. So this is basically a gigantic EF4 tornado. I mean, that's what it is, an EF4 making landfall as it went through Jamaica. That's what it looked like. It was EF Category 5 making landfall. And it plowed into the southwestern part of Cuba. I mean, hopefully, really, the best scenario was just not to be anywhere around this area. Unfortunately, there are people that will not leave, and they have their reasons for not leaving. Sometimes it's because of they can't find adequate shelter somewhere else. So hopefully there'll be a lot of relief coming in for Jamaica and Cuba, because now this hurricane is made landfall on Cuba as an EF3 tornado, excuse me, hurricane. And right, it's not EF3, is Cat 3. I'm too much in storm mode here, but as a Cat 3, those are wind speeds of 111 to 129 miles per hour. And it looks like it's weakening quite a bit as it's now made landfall onto Cuba. We'll see what it is, what the wind speeds are once it comes off of Cuba. So definitely prayers for the people of Cuba. Hopefully they are, there's a huge city here, this Santiago right here, and there's going to be just a lot of flooding. I mean, rainfalls. I don't have good radar for this area. But rainfalls, landslides, storm surge, and the winds are going to be impacting them. Greatly. So let me I'm just going to exit that. Come over here. This is not live. Bring that up to speed. So how are you guys this morning? I imagine for a number of people you're getting ready to go to work or off to work. Hope you having a great day this morning. How does this day find you today? See what else we can find for the news. So some of the reports for what has happened to Jamaica. Include damage to hospitals, significant damage to property. Road infrastructure is damaged. They are expecting loss of life. So part of the problem there is going to be communications. Going to be down. Whole bunch of things going on. So good morning, Ann. So Jasper says here in Germany it's already lunchtime. Okay, enjoy your work there in Germany. Found it interesting. One of the things I find interesting about Germany is the apprenticeship programs they have over there. That's learned a lot about that from actually somebody from Germany who came to the college where I was working and was telling us about the apprenticeship program over there. Quite a good program you have going in that situation. And good morning to you. How are you doing today? Let's see the updates from the still have the imagine this is the most recent update. This is from the weather reconnaissance flights. So interesting, it says that they have a tail Doppler radar, so that's pretty cool. They're able to calculate speeds. Let's see, are we picking up any? Not picking up, that's the plan of the day. So they're going to have number of flights. going out. Let's see. Alright, well, it's just, this is not working as well as let's go back to this. Switch over to this while I'm figuring this out. Just crazy how that hurricane looks like it really powered down once it got into Jamaica. Just but then maintained enough to get back up to I don't know if it got up to Category 4 once it got back on open water. Definitely had a so this area here is where the eye wall gets very defined again and comes back, strengthens quite a bit. It's kind of wobbly as it came into Cuba, but right now it is definitely impacting Cuba. Now, so Guantanamo, these areas are getting insanely amounts of rain along with the winds. So I wish I had a better idea of how much rain was coming in, but that's going to cause catastrophic flooding at the least to go along with the rains. And so right now the rain and storm surge for these coastal areas and the entire island the rain is going to be insane. So flooding is going to be a huge threat. So if radar doesn't go out, but even over here to the Dominican Republic, they're going to get a lot of rain and some winds and possibly even some tornadoes on the Dominican Republic because of these outer bands will kick up cyclones. So that would be a threat for Dominican Republic as well. These islands out here, the Turks and the Caicos Islands, Yankee Town, all of that's going to be subject to a lot of impacts from this. Let's go ahead and I think what we'll do now, maybe back off the frames. Let's go with 150, see what that does. See if we can discern how far this is. Right now, it's about on the center. Slowing down as it comes through, and then it's projected to pick back up as a Category 2. Clarencetown. Has anybody been to Clarencetown? Imagine there's some beautiful islands out here. Okay, see how we're doing. So this hurricane for Jamaica was the strongest ever. Here's the statistics that came in. It came in offshore near Jamaica's southwestern town of New Hope, packing sustained winds of up to 185 miles per hour, well above the minimum of 157 miles per hour wind speed of a Category 5 storm, the highest level on the Saffir-Simpson wind scale. It's said that the parish in southwestern Jamaica, the parish of St. Elizabeth, was left underwater, an official said, with more than 500,000 residents without power. So at the moment, the government has not confirmed any fatalities. So they're still, this is going to be a very grim situation, I'm afraid. It came through Jamaica. Now, here's the other thing. They're still feeling impacts down there in Jamaica. You can see there's still some outer bands coming through that, you know, It's hard to assess the situation right now because there's still wind and rain impacting the island of Jamaica. It's not going to be an easy situation. Not only do they have the devastation, but there's still wind and rain potentially coming in. So prayers for that country, and also for Cuba. Cuba's is less impactful, but still impactful. Let's see here if I can make sure that this is on. Update that. See if I can refresh this page altogether. Alright, just going to step out for a moment and be right back. Okay, we're back in here. So make sure my mic is on. Be careful every time you touch the mic, it mutes it, but today is a bit of a challenging day for Melanie and I, as today's the last day Freddie is going to be living here. So as many of you know, he's going to be moving to Omaha, so we're going to be missing him pretty badly, but realize he needs to move on. He's moving to Omaha with Alex Riesel and Garrett Thompson. So tomorrow we'll be helping him move. So it's just going to be quite a bit different not having him here. So that'll be an adjustment. Let's pull up something here. Let's take a brief look at the weather forecast for today. So let's see here, let's go back. So the outlook for today is that there is a marginal risk for parts of North Carolina and Virginia, mainly for wind. We do not have an outline risk for hail, but for wind only. No tornado risk at the moment. That's kind of what's in store there. Moving out to day 2. I don't know if some of this is influenced by Hurricane Melissa, but there's going to be some wind to impact the coast, which includes Baltimore, Washington, Outer Banks, Virginia, Maryland, and some of those areas over there. So that's what's in the forecast for the next couple days. And then as far as severe weather, looking out to our day 3, it says no thunderstorms forecast. And our day 4 through 8, all 4 days says the potential is too low. Excuse me. So it looks like our weather is, as far as severe weather, is going to be taming down. So there's going to be a big break in the as far as the severe weather goes. Let's see here. Get back to the National Weather Service. All right. I hear one of the pups, so I'm going to have to go check on that in 1 second here. Okay, we back. Unfortunately, the situation down there in Jamaica is looking pretty grim. We're still waiting on more clarification as to what has happened. Let's see if we got any new. Let's see about the latest here. There is some video It's a it's not looking the greatest. So (185 mph) wind speeds, Category 5 hurricane that went through Jamaica. Now Category 3 hurricane is impacting the island of Cuba, and there's going to be wind speeds 111 to 129 miles per hour. It's tornadic wind field. Definitely will be causing a lot of damage in Cuba. Let's see here. If I refresh this. Not seeing any new hurricanes out there. Let's go ahead and look at the models a little bit here. I think I'll use, oh, we'll try this here. Let's go with GFS. First we'll look at the Atlantic Ocean, and look at the wind speeds out here. This is 500 millibar for GFS. As you can see, the Hurricane Melissa down here as it tracks off, and then it has this trough here on the eastern coast, and that's going to influence this hurricane. It's pointing it out further out to sea. It's going to take off as we go forward, looking to see if we see anything Don't see anything hurricane wise. Let's try the so look at the US. We'll transition you back to this as we got one of the dogs is wanting in. So this is, we'll look at the GFS model for the United States. We got this big trough right now, and this is what's causing some wind for the eastern coast today and tomorrow. Some wind impacts. Got a low pressure disturbance down here in the south, forming down here in the Gulf, so I'm going to keep an eye on this down here, see what that does as it forms. It looks like it's bringing some rain moisture coming into Florida, Alabama, Georgia. Maybe some severe weather associated with that. Some strong winds coming across Florida, but another trough coming in. So that's kind of a look at see if there's any potential for severe weather. Of course, today there's some over here on the East Coast. Down here on next Monday, looks like that disturbance down there is going to bring some potential. Very likely some severe weather can be pulled in there if this continues. Check on a dog here in a moment. Be right back. Hey, come here. Come here, nicest. Come here. Come up here. You say. So, just not a lot going on. One thing maybe we should be looking at would be winter. See if there's any potential for snow. So that's going to be the next thing, since we're moving into November here very quickly in the next couple days. This is a look at the snow forecast for United States. Looks like there's a clipper coming into the north. So our first impacts of snow is going to be up in North Dakota, not surprisingly, and Minnesota. But out east here, look at Maine. There's forecasting some snow out here in Maine. Pretty high totals. So I better get my snow chasing vehicle. Let's do this is what the snow forecast looks like. New York, maybe. Now this is pretty far out still, but Maine would be getting like 30 inches of snow. Some pretty crazy amounts there. So I need to get the snow chasing vehicle. So working on that. having to move some vehicles around right now. I'm selling one vehicle in order to make room for another one. So okay, I just muted. I'm on mute here. Let's see. Just going to look at the precipitation forecast just for the general for the United States. Looks like for rain, it's mainly out here east in the Appalachian Mountains area for rain. Of course, you can see the now this would be a way to see our precip totals. Let's go ahead and see what the can we get this area? Trying to get an idea of what the rain would be like out there. Let's see how our hurricane is doing. Moving well on shore right now, just taking some of the strength out of it. Nola, get on cam. Cactus, that was actually we actually have 2 dogs here at the moment. One is Nola and the other one is Nisus, and that would be my son's dog. Let's see if we can get Nisus over here. Nisus, Nisus. Second. Nisus. Come here, Nisus. Nisus. Come here, Nisus. Come here. Come up here. Come here. Let's see if we can get you on the camera a little bit. Come here. Come here. There. There's Nisus. Hold on a second here. Nisus is a giant poodle. So I think it's a giant poodle. I don't know. It's kind of a giant poodle mix. But she's very crazy too. So that's not a permanent addition of the house, but Look this way. Over here. Looky. And Nola has not got up yet, so Nola will be in here pretty soon. But that's Nisus. Excuse me. So Nola and Nisus is part of what keeps me going. Gigi, how you doing? Yeah, the animal farm. So about this time last year, we were animal free. And then Bro came along. Bro showed up. And of course, Bro didn't leave. Bro the cat. And then Nola came, which, yeah, that was more of a planned thing. Nola was more of a planned thing. Nola's a rescue dog. And then Bobby came along. And now Nisus is here for who knows how long. We have our oldest son staying with us for a while right now. He just got a new job, a very good job at Tenneco in Seward, so we got Nisus. Let me see if I can get Bro in here, or not Bro, Bobby. Okay, so this is Bobby. Bobby's still a kitten, but rapidly becoming a cat. And Bobby is the craziest animal of the bunch. And Bobby and Nisus are they're friends, but they're also, I don't know, it's crazy. It's just, you can't even describe it. But Nisus chases Bobby everywhere. So that's what we're dealing with here. And it somewhat keeps me out of my mind, and it's hard to concentrate because in a lot of ways I'm the one that has to look after all this stuff and then try to get something else done. But anyway, that's my situation. Yeah, the Hurricane Gigi is really crazy. Right now it's Cuba. They're the ones who are facing this situation the most. So let me get up here. As far as when it went through Jamaica, I mean, I just call it a buzzsaw. Just Category 5 out here. Let's go ahead and Cat 5. Let's see. Let's do this. Let's go with Let's back it up 250 frames. See if it'll load. Okay, this is what it looked like. It was heading, wobbling, strengthening. Slammed into Jamaica, reforms. Less defined, but clearly has an eye wall, and then currently it's grinding down in Cuba. And we can see if there's another look. Let's see what we got here. Check out some of these different. See what this looked like. It's loading. Why don't we go back to 200 frames? There's another view of it. Just grinding. Wobbling and slamming into Cuba. I wonder if we can see. Okay, now keep it going here. Okay, so here's flooding is a real issue. Here's part of the problem. Major flooding potential. If you see the red area, the red area is isolated 16 plus. So they're forecast here to get 12 to 16 inches of rain. So that would be over a foot. I like to look at it this way. Let's see, we got a measuring stick here. So here's a measuring stick. There's a ruler that has 12 inches of rain. And if you think about it, 16 inches, now we're going to add on, probably have a tape measure around here somewhere too. So we're going to add on to this another 4 inches. So that's the rainfall in every space. Let's say you had a tube, like this. Well, it's going to be, you're going to have that much rain. Only it's going to be isolated. It's going to be isolated over every part of that space. So you're going to have over a foot of water coming down, whether it's on the mountains, whether it's down below. So everywhere you have that water, that when that water comes together, you're going to have absolute insane amount of water coming, and that's going to produce flooding. So flooding is going to be an extreme threat for Cuba right now. I'm sure it was for Jamaica. Jamaica might have had even more because it had so much time to bring that moisture right off of the ocean. As you see for Jamaica, you know, it has all this area. So flooding is going to be a major situation. Let me refresh this. So the wind speeds associated with this a category 3, which is what made landfall for Cuba, what's making landfall for Cuba. So a Cat 3 has wind speeds of 111 to 129 miles per hour. That's very powerful, very strong winds. Not like the 185 mile an hour winds that hit Jamaica, but very intense still. To put it into perspective, I want to show you this. This is the enhanced Vegeta scale for tornadoes. So for a tornado, Cat 3 starts at 111. Well, an EF2 tornado starts at 111. So basically, the way the wind speeds are, now the more spread out, they're more one-directional because of how large the eye wall and how large the area is. So you're more getting hit with the right side of it. But those are sustained winds at the moment. would be in the range of 111 to 129 miles an hour. The same about approximately, oh boy, I didn't want that on there. The same approximately of an EF2 tornado, which is considered considerable damage. So this is a very dangerous situation for Cuba right now. So let's go ahead and just kind of zoom in on Cuba a little more right now. Here's the area. We'll back these frames off to about 75. Nola up yet? Was she? Okay, I'm going to leave you with this for a moment. Let me first check out one of our different. It's clean. Lower level. Looking at the different satellite. Mid-level. Should be having so waiting for the sunlight to come in. It's starting to come in here. Let's it's the red. It's upper level, mid-level, lower level. It's a lower level wind speed. So Jamaica's still getting a lot of wind down here and rain, so that's going to complicate things for, you can see these bands out here, they're still producing convection. Okay, step out for just a minute. Good morning to you, Solus Christus dot eternity. I like the name. Good morning to you, Solus Christus Eternity. I like the name. Yeah, you're just reading about it, Gigi. I was reading about it too. I think reports are going to be a little slower coming in. And the reports are going to be not good. So I will I'm going to leave it here for the moment. Let's see here. Check on a few things. I'll be right back. Well, Nola just got up, so Now all the animals are up to some extent. We'll see if we can get Nola in here at some point. Let's see if there's any. Yeah, phone lines definitely cut for in Jamaica. And they're still dealing with, it says the as far as the situation in Jamaica, let's go ahead and here's Jamaica. As you can see, still a lot of rain in the area. Let's see, where's my... It says the hurricane is cleared, but outgoing storms could complicate clear up in Jamaica. The National Hurricane Center warns that an additional 3 to 6 inches of rain is possible in parts, with up to 30 inches over mountainous areas. Certain areas will remain flooded with, and there's a risk of ongoing flash flooding, numerous landslides around the mountainous regions that could continue into Wednesday night. This is likely to make the clear up and damage assessment quite difficult in the coming days. And that's this report here. So, putting that into perspective, let me grab a ruler here a second. So this is what amazes me about some of these, about these hurricane events, is all the rain. Boy, I stepped out and I don't have my coffee. Gotta have that. You know, we focus a lot on the winds associated with the hurricane. But according to that report, first of all, I want to back this up still, maybe back it up to 100 frames. And we want to see, is this went through Jamaica. Let's talk about that for a moment here. But since we'll have to go back 150. So thinking about Jamaica for a moment. 185-mile-an-hour wind gusts. Absolutely insane wind speeds. That is going to be extreme devastation in and of itself. The devastation from those wind speeds are basically going to just clean the island right there. But let's think about this for a moment. So now they're saying, according to this report, here it says the National Hurricane Center warns that an additional 3 to 6 inches of rain is possible in parts with up to 30 inches over mountainous areas. Well, I don't know if that's on top of all the rain that has already happened, but 30 inches of rain. Let's see if we can put this in perspective here. Can't even get that in the screen here. There we go. That's 30 inches of rain. A yard, okay? You know, with an additional 3 to 6 inches. Let's just call it a yard. A full yard of rain. That's a yard of rain over a whole mountain, over every inch of the mountain. It gets covered with a 30 inches of rain. All that water will come, gravity will pull it to a concentrated area. Therefore, the streams and the rivers, they're going to go up to 9, 10, 12, 20, who knows how high of rain, and that's going to be raging flooding. That kind of, and water is very powerful. So not only did we have the 185 mile per hour winds crashing everything, now we've got raging floodwaters that will absolutely wipe out bridges, take out roads. That'll cause the movement of vehicles and things like that. That's going to impede rescue efforts. That's going to make it tough. Probably helicopter is about the only way you could get around. And then you've got the mess of all the wires and the roofs off and debris everywhere. Let's just say catastrophic let's just say the flooding and everything, it's going to be a catastrophe. So it says here certain areas will remain flooded and there's a risk of ongoing flash flooding, numerous landslides around the mountainous regions that could continue in the coming days. So that's the situation for Jamaica. And then the situation will be similar but not quite as bad for Cuba. Let's see, hold on. All right. Come here, Noah. Here, come here. Let's see, come here, Nola. Come on. Come here. Hey. Not gonna come? Might come here in a minute. Hey. Just to investigate. What do you got? She's got a frisbee. She's probably gonna bring a frisbee first thing in the morning. It's still dark here, and she brings a frisbee. Let's play frisbee. Let's play frisbee all day long. What you got? Come here. Come here. She's got the frisbee. Here comes Nisus. There's Nisus. Already seen Nisus. Come here, Nola. Come here. Come here. Come on. Come up here. Come here. Get up. Come here, girl. Whoa. Get up here. Get up here. Yeah. Come here. What you got? Here. Come here. Look. Looky. Frisbee. The frisbee. Come on. Get it. Come here. You gotta run. That's nice. That's Nisus. Nisus got it. But Nola will take it from Nisus. Okay.
This is kind of the Nisus and Nola show.
Yeah, it's definitely the Nisus and Nola show here. 1 second. Mute for a second. Cactus just came on and said Nola. You're getting ready to go, right? Yep, I'll unmute. Come on. Hold on. Hold up. Okay. Come on, Nola. Come on. Come get the frisbee. Nola is a champion frisbee catcher. Here. Here, want to catch it? Let's see if you can catch it. Come on. Come on. Here. Jump. Here. 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 Catch it. Ready? Go. Huh? Oh. Yeah, Nola loves the frisbee. And I keep saying I'm going to do a member stream with hey Mike, how you doing? I'm going to do a member stream with Nola catching the frisbee. She is absolutely a championship caliber frisbee catcher. I've been teaching her that, but now she's just totally she's totally addicted to frisbee catching. She just pesters me all day long to keep playing it, and there's Nisus. Nisus doesn't know how to catch very good, but at all. Okay, so hurricane stream or NOLA stream, yeah. So we're just kind of, hey, hi Jane. Jane Fronten from Tennessee. I almost said Frontenisis. Jane from Tennessee. Hi and welcome in. How is Cuba? Cuba's under the gun at the moment. Here's Cuba. For reference, there's Guantanamo. Cuba's getting hit with 16 inches of rain and Category 3, Cat 3 winds of 111 to 129 miles per hour. So the situation is extremely dangerous right now in Cuba. Landslides, flooding, storm surge, and deadly winds. Cuba's getting slammed with this hurricane right now. And then it's projected, maybe it's down to Cat 2 right now. We'll say it's Cat 2 strength, so I will do a look at let's get our categories up for let's see here. Gotta watch this. Here's something, if you can put up with these ads a little bit, but here's, so it made landfall at Category 3 winds 111 to 129 miles per hour. At Category 2, it's 96 to 110 miles an hour. Of course, on the bottom here is Category 5, 157 or higher, winds of 185 miles an hour, I believe, is what hit. There was an extreme Cat 5 that hit Jamaica. So right now, Cuba's dealing with somewhere between Cat 2 and Cat 3 hurricane force winds. As you can see, it was a Category 3 hurricane. Once it came off of Jamaica, it slowed from a Category 5 down, came back onto open water. Here it reformed as a Category 3, I believe. I don't know if it ever hit Cat 4. Might have. But then it came into Cuba as a Cat 3. Excuse me. And now it's currently impacting here, come up and get it, Noah. Hey, whoa, 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 whoa. Come back, come back, come back. Hey, come up here. Come on. Jump. That's it. Oh, no, that's my coffee. That's my coffee. Had a little interruption there. Nola's wanting to play frisbee, so the nicest is chasing the cat, the kitten. Hey, you bet, Jane. We'll see you later. Have a good day. Definitely don't spill the coffee, Nola. Now it's tug of war. Oh, oh, oh. Get it. Come get it. Okay. Whoa. Okay. So it's very unfortunate that these hurricanes had to let go, let go. Here. Let's see. Let go. Give it. Don't want to give it, do you? Wants to play tug of war. Okay. Anyway, that's yeah. So the thing with Nola, she likes to catch frisbee, bring it back, but then she wants to play keep away. And then we had Garrett staying here for, gosh, about a week. Garrett Thompson and Freddie, and they would try to play keep away from Nola. It was funny, they would throw the frisbee back and forth. But Nola was so fast at getting it away from those guys. And so then she would plays keep away from them, and so now I'm trying to teach her not to do the keep away thing, but it's part of the process. So I've got like 4 or 5 of those frisbees, and I'll throw them, and she wants me to throw 2 at a time. So then she goes and then she lays one on top of the other and grabs the 2, and I don't know, she's pretty good at it. We'll see. We'll get that out one of these days. So just keeping an eye on this as it goes through Cuba. It's pretty dark out still, boy, and that's the thing, boy, we're really losing sunlight at a pretty crazy rate right now. Let's see, daylight savings time is coming up too, guys, so next weekend you got to remember to fall back. So I thought they were going to make something permanent at one point, but doesn't seem to be able to ever get across the finish line. So I wanted to see if any of our day, let's see, we're starting to get some sunlight out here. So we can see what this looks like from the air. I don't know why it's getting so dark there. Maybe it's still loading. Okay, so that was nightfall. And then it's not coming back. There it is. So it's just coming up. Let's see if we've got... I think we need to get a little more daylight. But you can see down here for Haiti. Look at this over Haiti. Right now, let's not forget some of these, Dominican Republic, they are for sure getting a lot of rain, getting wind too. I know the focus is on Jamaica and Cuba, but here we have Haiti. Look at that. Those are supercells about to come on to the southern shore. Probably, I would not be surprised if there's some pretty crazy water spouts right now off of the coast of Haiti and coming on land and potentially producing some tornadoes out there. So that's going to be a threat with these outer bands. Time out just a second here. Did you already feed them? Well, just down a little bit. My regular Did you take that plan for the bolts? Is that on your desk? Oh, okay. I meant for right in front of the house. Okay. All right. Well, I was surprised. But I'll put them out. Right. Okay. Gotcha. That's true. All right, I might get some of those planted today. Hopefully I can get the truck sold. So, sometime soon. Love you. Take care. Thank you. Okay, things are rather tame here. Also over here by Port-au-Prince, it's like we got a supercell, possibly a water spout. We got potential over here for Haiti. Then you can see right now plenty of storm action, a lot of rain. Bahamas are under threat for rain, and then these islands out here, Salt Pond, Long Island, Clarencetown, a big something going on out here, huge storms impacting the Turks and Caucasus Islands, I guess you call them, all getting okay, so looking at some of the different radars here. See this up here? I mean, look at that. That's a storm and a half. Wow. Let me see if I've got... Let's see, let's check this out 1 second. So that would be Cockburn Town. It's getting blasted with that storm that's firing up. Cockburn Town. Let's see, so we're looking at this right here toward the top. Kind of focused on this area. There's a storm. Look at the huge storm that's firing right there. If we pause on radar, just an incredible storm. And let's see if we can find that. What's up here on this place right here? Looks like beautiful waters around this area. Right now it's getting a pretty good shot of rain and maybe a violent thunderstorms. And Nola's back with the frisbee. I'm gonna have to set it down here. Hey, hey, hey. Oh, let go. Hey, let go. Okay. You have to come up here to get it. Okay. Oh. Okay. Just wants to play, so this is going to be okay. It's going to be a challenge. Gonna be a challenge. Hey. All right, let's get back over to this. Here's the that's what it looks like there. We'll go ahead and fire this back up. So there you have it. There you have it. So here's the Frisbee. Come up. Okay. Up. Stay. Oh, stay. No. No. Stay. Here. Let's see if we can catch it. Ready? Catch it. That's it. Good girl. Okay. Come on. Let's do it again. Come up. Come up. Come on. Here. We're going to see if you can catch it. Get my coffee over here so it doesn't get all spilled. Okay, come on. Come up here. Okay, ready? You can catch it. Ready? That's it. All right. Come on. Oh, oh, oh. Ready? Come up. Come up. Come up here. Okay, I'm going to catch it. Ready? That's it. There we go. Now, you catch it. Here it comes. Okay. All right. Isn't this this is not your average weather coverage. Oh shoot. Sorry about that. Okay. Just knocked a picture off. Come on. Catch it. Ready? All right. There we go. Come on. Up here. Come up. One more. Ready? Oh, there's throw it up. There we go. All right. So, see, this is how you do weather coverage. But it's definitely been, that's right. Yeah, Haiti's getting impacted for sure. There we go. And I'll probably have to take a time out to play with Nola a little bit, but so what's the, see here. Okay. Wow, I just saw something. So that's when it crashed through Jamaica, came back, reformed, now it's hitting Cuba. hard to make out when it clears the island. I'm trying to make out the definition of the island here, because the land, so the land comes down here and ends apparently up here at El Cayulo or Boca de Sama. It's kind of the edge of things. Seems to be the edge of things. So looks like it's getting very close to leaving the shores of well, still has to make it clear up here. And let's animate it. That's overnight. Okay, here's the shores. The northern portion, El Ramon. There's the outline of the Cuba. Let's just stop it. I wonder if we can back it up here. Get a good look at the shoreline. There's Guatemala town. Moa is kind of the northeastern part, and then there's a little bit of an island out here. But this is a pretty big town here, the Moa. So let's and that is eastern part of Moa. So that would be here. Moa, that's the edge of the northeastern side, basically, of side of Cuba there. This area here for reference. Looks like it's making a run at getting off the island and tracking northeast. For a clean reference of the area. Here's what we were just looking at. Okay, so Nola's now has a baseball bat. Let's go ahead and exit out of that. So this is the baseball bat that Nola plays with. As you can see, it's the end is, she's staring at it right now like crazy, and probably wants it, so come up and get it. There, see, this is how everything looks after Nola gets a hold of it. Then she wants it and takes it away. Okay. So where is invest? Trying to see where this storm is. Invest. Not sure where that one is located. So zoomed in. Invest 98. Some other stuff going on here. What you got? What is that? What? No. I lost completely lost the okay. I lost the chat. Pulling you guys back in here. There, I got you back up. You bet, Mike. Thanks for joining. Thanks for joining in. And then also thanks to everyone else who's joined in this morning. And don't forget to leave a like and also subscribe to the channel. Hopefully we'll be periodically doing some more. So what I envision for this channel is that time goes on, I'll probably do some more on this channel when I'm not exactly, you know, storm chasing on my main channel. I might do some chasing on this channel as well. So right now I got a situation going on with the kitten Nola and Nisus, so I'm going to have to attend to for a moment. So I'll be back. Hey guys, let's go outside for a little bit. Come on. Hey. There you go. Nice. There they go, Nola. Where'd they go? There they go. They're down there. They're down there. Why don't you go? Nisus. Okay. There. Nisus. Hey, come on. Come up here. Come on. Ah. Hey. Let's go. Come here. Come here, kid. Come on. Hey, you come outside. This way. Come on. Come on, Nola. You go outside too. Here. Let's throw the frisbee. Let's go. Cold outside. Woo. Woo. Got it. Yeah. Okay. Wow, it's got cold here, guys. It's currently 34 degrees and the wind is blowing about, looks like it's blowing about 15 to 20 miles an hour. You can see your breath out there. And I'd say the wind chill is down in the 20s, so wow, it feels pretty chilly out there. Thanks, Gigi. Hope to see you again soon, too. Have a good day. And definitely keep the prayers rolling for the recovery for Jamaica and now the ongoing storm with what's happening in Cuba. It looks like it's just about to come offshore. So we will get an update. Hopefully get an update here pretty soon. Category 2. Let's see here. Yeah, let's do this. Here's some idea of just, never mind the interest rates over on the side for the trading, but there's category 5, shows the flooding. Category 3, so it came on as a category 3 onto Cuba. Significant. Now it's probably in the range of category 2. Every image it's like it's making its way up and offshore almost. Cynthia, thank you for the donation, for the Venmo, $25 Venmo. Appreciate that. Thank you, Cindy, for that donation. Appreciate that. So today was just a thought, oh, this is a good time just to get back up on this channel and start doing some stuff with it. And so there's quite a bit of work I can do with the channel as far as you bet, Cactus, you got a meeting. Time to get out there and earn some money and get some food on the table. So appreciate you joining. Have a great day, and be safe out there, and have a good meeting. But part of what so doing some work, I got a whole lot of things. Of course, now I'm no longer full-time at the college, but I found out I had so many things to do here at home. I'm still working on stuff right now. I'm working on the front of the house. Planted a whole bunch of flowers yesterday, or the day before. I have more to do there. I had to dig all the dirt out and put all that in. Just a lot of projects. There's a lot of stuff around the place I've had to do. But part of what the winter is going to be is working on learning how to use Photoshop for my thumbnails, working on graphics for my channel. It's a whole big learning curve. That side of it is a huge learning curve for me. Got the storm chasing down pretty well. That's just continuing to learn and grow in that area as well. But right now it's working on video editing, learning how to do it. It's extremely tedious and hard to learn, but got some things lined up to do some learning there. Also the Photoshop. So it's going to be a whole effort. And I won't have Freddie around the house anymore to say, hey, I'm stuck. So that's going to be a challenge. But yeah, that's what's going on with this channel. I'll probably be working on it to get it better, get some graphics in here, get some things going, which helps me to stay engaged when I can't be on whatever severe events going on. So we'll hopefully keep this channel rolling. Then when I'm out storm chasing, I might even stream raid my own channel here to go live on this channel to help build up the subs. So right now I need to get my subscriber count up in order to get this channel monetized. So you have to have at least 1,000. Unless they've changed it, I think you have to have at least 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. I think I'm doing a little better on the watch hours than I am on the subscribers, but that's part of this channel too. Will be getting the subscribers up, and I think I can do that if I do some lesser storm chases on this channel, just to kind of build up some of the subs. Maybe some of the lighter days I can go out, maybe even just do some structure, some other things on this channel that might be interesting, and try to build it up so I can have two avenues of from North Dakota. Cold up here too. Yeah, 30. It's what I say it was 30. It says it's about 37 here, wind blowing. I imagine North Dakota's looking like it's going to get, imagine it's quite a bit colder up there. We could check that out, but actually what we'll do is, I did see in the forecast for North Dakota that we have some winter potentially on the way. Let's go ahead and switch over to that real quick. This is on the GFS model. Sunday, going through the weekend, so we're up to Sunday. It's like North Dakota on Friday can get a little bit into Saturday, and then on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday next week, maybe a clipper comes in, and North Dakota is now potentially dealing with some snow. That would be out a ways, but the potential is there. So that's the situation for long range for North Dakota. Maybe late next week you might be looking at a serious some serious snow, and I might even be up there chasing it. So also Minnesota looking pretty snowy over there. .30 Fahrenheit right now. That's good. Northern Grace. So that's what you got to look forward to. Let's back these frames down some. Let's back it down to about 50 now. Okay, I will be back in a moment. Take a quick time out. Okay, we're back. We're back. And let's see. Okay, so let's see what we have going on here. Yeah, Northern Grace definitely is the season. So it looks like the hurricane is kind of stalled out, but I guess it's pushing off. I'm going to say it's just about to leave Cuba now, but dropping incredible amounts of rain, up to 16 inches. For Cuba, pretty much right through the center of, well, I guess it's the eastern, a little more the eastern side of Cuba. It's where the landfall is. We've got some other with the sunshine coming in. Let's see what we can see. Again, for Haiti, we've got impacts for Haiti. Probably also Dominican Republic, just with these rain bands. Some supercells coming through there off of these rain bands, and then up to the north we got quite a bit of action impacting these islands up here. Got towers going up, a lot of wind, probably some water spouts all over the place, and high seas. So I imagine maybe this will start churning up some areas of the coast, like Miami might be impacted by some of this as far as the wave action goes. So it looks like we got like 7 people in here viewing, but where are you guys watching from? What part of the country, or what part of the world, since we had Who did we have from Germany? He was in here earlier. Well, where are you guys watching from? So we're getting the sunlight on the situation here, so now it's makes it easier for us to pick up the satellite view. Another look from satellite, long wave IR. Let's see, lower levels. This is mid-level, upper level, visible red. Like Freddie really bolted out. Wonder where he's heading. Good morning, Eli. How you doing today, bud? Eli Noyd has a YouTube channel. He's done a lot of storm chasing. He saw more amazing tornadoes this year than I saw. And I saw some amazing tornadoes, but he saw more amazing tornadoes than even I saw, so quite a bit more, but good to hear, Eli. So let's see. So it's currently, the hurricane is, it's basically down to a category 2, and it's forecasted to remain a category 2 for quite a while. I don't know how long even clear up to Bermuda, where it drops down to being a Cat 1. We'll see if that continues that way. We'll see if the eye wall, a clear eye wall, will pop in here after a while. So right now, it made landfall at Category 3 here in Cuba. It's down to a Category 2. So the wind speeds for Category 2 go up to about 110 miles an hour. Let's see, Category 2. It's 96 to 110 miles per hour. That's contrasted with what hit Jamaica, which was Jamaica's wind speeds were said to be about 185 miles per hour. So quite an incredible situation there. Let's see if we've got and so Category 2 at 111 to 100, excuse me, 96 to 110. That's the equivalent of the wind speeds of basically of an EF1 tornado. Very strong winds, 100 miles an hour or more, are pretty devastating. At least you can get a lot of stuff flying around. But part of the huge threat with this is the rain, the flooding. But we still have rain for Jamaica. You can see these bands out here are still firing up storms. I mean, it's just beginning to stop raining there. So they are saying that some places in the higher elevations of Jamaica had possibly 30 inches of rain. That's a 1 yard equivalent about of rain. And still getting some rain for, with those devastating floods comes all the destruction on top of all the wind destruction. You've got the flooding, which probably is taking out many roads and bridges, mudslides, making recovery and rescue next to impossible in some ways, but extremely difficult in most ways. So probably the whole island of Jamaica was impacted in some form or fashion, and western Jamaica extreme. So this is the most, we'll call it, violent hurricane to hit Jamaica ever. Strongest hurricane to ever hit Jamaica, as far as I can tell. And it's potentially has left devastating impacts. And now this one is impacting Cuba. There's a Cat 2 at the moment, bringing its own impacts. The flooding is going to be bad. Probably some mudslides, potentially some roads being destroyed, bridges out. And the rain is going to be going on for a while. It's going to continue to rain as these bands still come around and bring more rain and wind. So that situation there is still on high alert. Good morning, Andy. Good to see you. I guess I can probably, yeah, I can add some moderators in here. Can definitely add some moderators. Andy's probably got to go to work. Refresh me on your location again, Andy, if you're listening. Just need to get those things in my mind. Good to see you too, Andy. Hope everything's going well with you. Let me check on the, got a tracker here that tracks the animals. Step out for a second and see Mr. Twister. Yep. Thanks, Mr. Twister. It's glad to see you. We're going to try to get the channel going. I'm going to take a step up to look and see where the animals are. Yeah, animals are doing good. So I'm also on animal duty here today. What does today find you doing, Mr. Twister? Yeah, I get it. Most people can't really hang much more with this because they've got places to go, work to do. I'm going to turn that off. I'm going to leave it on. Shows that. I wonder if this thing still works here. Get some lighting up and going here. There we go. Heading to class. Gotcha. Heading to class. Have a great study day. Andy's on toddler duty. Okay. Wow. Probably just me for this channel. Definitely need to make Mr. Twister. Let's see. Let's try this. Just add you in as a moderator. Book report about storm. Okay. Good deal. Well, go have a fantastic book writing day, book report writing day. I don't envy the book reporting, but it sounds like an interesting topic since you're doing it on Storm Chasers. All right, super. I'm thankful the dogs are just being pretty good. They're all outside running around. Gives me some time to stay focused here. Let's turn off that light. Got some natural light coming in. Let's see if I can go back and see if we can get some more reports. Trying to get some latest updates here. Definitely going to need to be a lot of relief to come into Jamaica and Cuba. So here's one report from a journalist from British Broadcast. There is a lot of roofs off, which is going to, once the roof goes off of a building, the building's basically ruined in a lot of ways because the rain is going to pour in and all kinds of stuff happening there. But just a quick maybe one update here. Gonna have to take a time out before I get to that. We got some little animal situation here to take care of. Be right back. Hey guys, hi, come on in. What's going on? Is it cold out there? Yeah, it's cold. Actually, you guys had some food. Let's see. You guys some of these. Okay, back on. Let's see. Sometimes you just have to get your bearing straight here, so looks like the hurricane is now maybe the center of it might now be coming off ashore, so let's look at this, see if this gives us any clue. I think it is actually now offshore as far as the eye of the storm, which is not real defined, but I think it's coming offshore now. And let's maybe back it down to 30 frames. And we'll see if it's going to form again. But look at the over here for Haiti. Look how strong these, I mean, those are very powerful updrafts, storms coming on shore for these areas as well out here. Dominican Republic and Haiti going to be impacted with some situations from these outer bands as this thing goes. Also north of the storm, some incredible storms coming up, going up out here, blowing up. A lot associated with this hurricane. Okay. So it's going to be very hard, as was mentioned before, for Jamaica. Let's go back and look at, we're going to back this up 150 frames here, and we're going to see, as you can see, this thing just hammered Jamaica. Let's go back, actually 200 frames. So the storm was a Cat 5 hurricane making landfall with winds of about 185 miles an hour. Extreme destruction. Rain up to 30 inches, which is causing catastrophic flooding. And reports are just coming in slow. I'm not seeing a lot. Looking for it, but the area is going to be mangled pretty bad. The flooding is going to make it hard for, look at that, I mean, so symmetrical, that eye wall as it came on to Savannah, Lamar, let's see where it actually came on. Just devastated. Probably White House and Aunchentown and Cambridge. They took probably the just extreme, as you can see it. Let's see if I can do this. So here, you can see where it comes on as a Category 5 and just this is what took the impact. So here's the eye wall over here on the right of the circle. Cambridge, just getting hammered by it. Then it kind of shifts a little bit to the west and impacts all of these towns. Continues to onshore push here. Doesn't seem to weaken much at all until it gets completely on land as a well-defined symmetrical eye wall. Then it finally shrinks up, you know, almost down to a tornado as it cuts across western Jamaica and then shifts back out onto land, or back off the shore, and then picks back up and then it's more of a wobbly storm. Is now it slams into, kind of wobbles and slams into Cuba. Just incredible images here. And look at the wind fields around it, the rain associated with it. I mean, the entire island is just inundated with water, but especially everything from Kingston all the way over to Savannah, Lamar. Just absolutely devastating flooding. So that was the situation for Jamaica, and now the focus moves over to Cuba, which is experiencing it now. Let's see, still some rain for Jamaica. Still getting some rain. Still getting rain for Jamaica. So now let's back this off. Let's see here. Let's go down to 50 frames. And now we'll kind of keep the focus on Cuba. This thing is just unleashing on Cuba right now with winds and a lot of rain. Step out for a cup of coffee real quick. Let's see. Okay. Well, I appreciate you guys joining me. I just wanted to get some practice in here, and also to just talk about this hurricane today, which is really pretty historic. But now it's beginning to move off of the island of Cuba. Still with incredible rain impacts here on the southern side, and storm surge associated with the winds coming in here. So it's outer part is really still causing a lot of issues. Strictly Patrick, welcome in. Yep. Terrain. I imagine, speaking of terrain, let's see. So it hit Jamaica. By the way, let's transition over to this map here. This is Jamaica, and this is a highway, or was a highway. So it's all closed. I mean, so you might say, well, all right, I'm in Kingston, I want to come over here and help. Looks like it's all closed, and that is not surprising, because here you've got rivers. I don't know if these might be roads, but there might be rivers associated. If there wasn't rivers, there are rivers now, because of this. Looks like a river maybe. And the rain, we're talking about 30 inches of rain on these higher elevations, they were saying. That's going to be so much water, it's going to take out bridges, it's going to be... This whole island is in bad trouble right now. Bad trouble. If we... Let's see here. Let's go ahead and back it up to... If we transition back to this, there's the highway. Probably the rain. Here's the highway. Here's the hurricane and the highway. I mean, the winds were still super high out there, and the rain. It's still raining. You can see the end of this scan. We still have rain on Jamaica. A storm coming across here. And so it's going to be paralyzed. I'd say the western half of the country is just paralyzed, without hardly any hope, or not hope, but hardly any possibility of movement for quite a while. And that's the situation here. So back up here to Jamaica. Let's back the frames down to 30 again. Excuse me, back up to Cuba. big storm firing up here, coming in on the southern side of the storm, coming in to dump a whole bunch more rain. Just going crazy right now. Let's see, let the dogs in. So, well guys, I think I am going to wind this down. Just wanted to give an update. Doesn't seem to be a lot of clear reports that are coming in yet, because of it's just so hard to get any news. You know, communications down, internet down, and probably able to get some satellite, but the problem is travel to the area in Cuba or in Jamaica right now is really tough. So we'll have to wait and find out what's going on, and hopefully everything will be okay. Stream's current bit rate is lower than recommended bit rate. Not exactly sure why bit rate is low, but is it supposed to strengthen in again out to sea? Yes, it is, and we're kind of waiting to see if there will be a we see a defined eye wall form with it. So now I got Nola here wanting to catch the frisbee. But this is probably going to be the last, I don't know, severe event for a while. We're going to start transitioning to other things. But it's been great to be able to just kind of connect back online here. Andy's still around. Yep, Nola came back. So I am also going to have to sign off here and go about the business of taking care of animals and more work. Lots to do to continue to get ready for storm season, winter storm season. We'll see if there's any hurricanes coming up. At the moment, I don't see anything out there, but again, I want to appreciate I want to say thank you, and I appreciate everyone for tuning in today. Yep, hope you guys have a wonderful day. If it's work, classes, school, just at home, or anyone watching out there in the path of these things, many blessings to you, prayers. Let's hope for a good, strong relief effort. And just hope everything goes well. So, from here at Plains Weather Media and the weather station, we'll say so long, and till next time, be safe.